yo, yo, welcome to the show.
Yo YouTube, what is good? Welcome back to another video, Zero to Hero Investing. In this one, we're going to do a portfolio overview for my Robinhood taxable Robinhood portfolio. I should do a video on my Roth soon enough. Maybe I'll do it after this, I don't know. And I also want to do a dividend update for this month, so maybe in the next few days I'll try to get that video put together and released. Get back on my monthly dividend update grind, I guess you can say. But in any case, this is just a plain simple portfolio overview for my taxable account. You can see it's sitting, I think this is the highest it's been, the highest I've seen my portfolio in terms of just share numbers here. It's at $33,119.24, and it's Sunday morning. I should say that Sunday at 8:20 a.m. Eastern. But Friday was a relatively good day on the market, up about 0.8% during normal trading and afterwards trading. And it was actually a pretty good week. Let's look at the timestamps over here. On the week, we are up 3.79%, definitely trailing the SPY by at least a percent. But I guess that's all right. 1 month, we are down 1.75%. 3 months we're down around 7. Wait, did I say we're down on the month? Oh yeah, we are down on the month. 3 months we're down around 7%. Year to date for sure we're down only around 4% now, and then 1 year we're up 1 and 2/3%. Buying power $19. It's not usually this low. In fact, I feel kind of weird having it this low, but I did turn my drip off, or sorry, I turned my drip back on because I wasn't as active as I used to be, I guess, with my portfolio. I just wanna, um, I don't know, have those dividends work back in their own way. I don't know. I don't know if that make. I get the real reason is because since I'm not tracking when dividends are being paid, like ex dividend dates, I don't want to miss an ex dividend date because I'm not, explicitly tracking it. So I just have the dividends just get reinvested back into the positions. Most of my positions are dividend positions, anyways. The few that are not, I know, and I'll know to go and like bump them up. So my logic is when the drip gets reinvested or when the dividend gets reinvested through drip, I'll see that it's off like a weird fractional number like that, and I'll go ahead check it every now and again. I'll just actually buy something to level it back out, so that way I know I am building on top of my dividend positions, if that makes sense. If it doesn't, it's all right. It's not super important. But in any case, $19 in buying power. I'm sure at this point I'm raking in, I don't know, probably averaging between $35-$40 a month in dividends. That's just a guess. I'll try to get back on that tracker soon. But yeah, that's pretty cool in my opinion. SPY, we can look at our positions now. Top of the list, of course, is SPY. Actually, this can stay as overall like all-time return, total return. So SPY, we're down 6.5% in SPY. We're past the 10 share mark though, so that's pretty cool if you ask me. SCHD, we are almost at 150 shares at the rate at which we buy. That should happen, I don't know, maybe by the end of this week, by Friday. And I usually come in and I might buy a little bit of SCHD myself, especially if it's down while everything else is up. Might do that. QQQ, we're literally just a hair under 7 shares of QQQ, so that's also pretty cool. SPY G, 26.37 shares, and we're actually up in this position all time. Of course, we've seen highs in this position as high as 20+%, but those gains were given up with everything that's been going on. But we're back in the green, so yeah. Ford, 140 shares of Ford, down 9%, a little bit under 9%. This one I'll always be buying. It's cheap, easy to buy, and I just think it has a lot of potential. Like, look how cheap it is. It's Ford. Microsoft, we have, we're back in the green with this too. We have 3.55 shares of Microsoft. It's crazy how these stocks fell so much, but their dividend yield hasn't really budged like crazy. At least Microsoft. But in any case, I do buy a small chunk if I can, maybe once a week. It's one of them that is, I have high prospects for it. Let's say as a company, what they do, where the world is headed, Microsoft for sure. If you're not sure, I did sell out of Apple a few months ago. Now would be a really good time to restart a position, but I think I'm just gonna be Team Microsoft and just go from there. Next we have Realty Income. Overall down in this position, but that's fine. Strong dividend payer. It's a REIT, so they pay monthly. Not saying all REITs pay monthly. Yeah, don't draw that conclusion. But we have a 22 and 22.55 shares. Of course, looking to get to 23 soon. Getting around maybe $6 a month in dividends from this, so not really bad at all. Um, yeah, that's pretty good. Next, we got Rocket Lab, which is one of my more speculative plays. I do have a good chunk invested in it. We're back in the green. This one was again like probably 20, 30 plus percent return or unrealized return. Then with everything going on, we were down probably 10, 15%, and it seems like we're back in the green now. This one has a recurring buy. I want to say it's $5 a day goes into Rocket Lab. So, and I might come in and just add to that, especially when I think it's relatively cheap. Next on the list is McDonald's. I feel like I haven't bought this one recently because it's just I don't know. I feel like it's expensive. It's one that I guess wasn't really super affected by everything going on. It's still 10.64% in the green at the moment. But of course, we'd like to get this to a nice round, let's say 4 shares, 3.75, and then maybe 4 shares. Love to see it though. McDonald's think it's a staple in my portfolio at the moment. Next, we've got Costco. Really, really love this one. I always wish I had more Costco. So resilient. Like I remember when I was, I guess, doing my research. Is Costco a good investment? I mean, of course, I read the comments. Costco, is one of those more resilient, like recession-proof companies, and it definitely is true. From the little bit I've seen, in the short time I've owned it, like everything will be tanking, but Costco won't tank as crazily as everything else. I just think it's an overall really good company in terms of what they do and how they do it. Just fantastic. Every now and again, and by that I really mean whenever I see it down, especially when the markets are up, it's down. I'll come in by a point zero one of a share, which is probably $9-10 at this point. But in either case, it's still something, and it definitely moves the needle right here. So, yes, sir. Next, we've got J&J, Johnson and Johnson, down a little bit over a percent on this one, $10. Yeah, it's one that it's not my favorite position, but I have it. One of them things that you should have it, even though you don't want to have it. Similar to that, we have AbbVie though, 4.5 shares, 6%, or 6 2/3% up in that. Um, I'd say I prefer AbbVie to Johnson and Johnson. It's definitely more risky, more volatile, but I'm fine with it, to be honest. I think AbbVie's a strong company and will continue to be a strong one in that space. Next we have Target. Is a special one because it's going down because no one's really messing with Target anymore. But I continue to buy. Okay, guys, I want more Target. We're down 21.5% in this position, but I think that's a good thing because I think Target will bounce back for sure. Eventually, it will, and so I'm just buying things for cheap. To be honest, 8.38 shares. I want to get that up to 10 shares. I think it makes sense. I will continue buying Target. um, yeah, there I said it. Visa, another strong one in the portfolio, similar to Costco. Like it, almost like it's inversing the whole damn market at this point. 22.5% in the green, 2.17 shares in Visa. I want more, but damn, it's so expensive, or at least it's so elevated, relatively elevated. Like, is it gonna come down? Is it not? Should I just buy it at this expensive, relatively expensive price? I don't know. Next, we've got Amazon, 4.1 shares, up 6%. Tesla, 2.8 shares, up 62%, 63%, you can say. Uh, yeah, still trying to sell out a Tesla. I guess I keep forgetting to do it in the days, and then after hours I can't sell. I can't really sell unless I sell a whole share, and I don't want to sell a whole share. I want to do it in very small increments. So ideally, I sell point 0.1 share a day, or point 0.1 of a share a day every time. I think it's a good day, good green day, good time to sell. That's how I've been doing it, or at least trying to. So I'll continue with that. Next, we have Verizon on the list. 15.2 shares, up 4%. This one's up and down, honestly. I just buy when I think it's cheaper. Then it goes back up, down, buy, whatever. General Mills, pretty down in this one. Down 13.3%, 11.5 shares. It should be a staple in the portfolio, but honestly, it's kind of like J&J. It's one of those things that it's a good investment historically, but like I don't necessarily love it per se. It's definitely a rounded company to be invested in based on what they have as their products, what they do for sure. But it's just not my favorite. Next we have Home Depot. I don't know. Every time I buy this company, it just tanks, but then when I sell it, it like goes back up. I should be buying more. I feel like I've neglected this one some in a. Yeah, I don't remember buying Home Depot in a minute, so I'll be getting into that soon. It might. I don't know if the dividends have hit and it's triggering this long string of decimals. I don't know if it's a long string, anyways. Anywho, next we have American Electric Power, doing pretty well. 5.65 shares, up a little bit over 16%. SMH. Really gotta buy more of this actually. Down 11.3%, 2.8 shares. Definitely want to take advantage of this cheap price for this ETF for sure. JetQ down 6.5%, 11 shares. It's really just there for the dividends. I probably should turn drip off on JetQ at least, because I don't necessarily want to put JetQ's dividends back into JetQ. I'll top it up when I think I should, but otherwise I want to use the dividends to buy other stuff. So I'll turn my JetQ dividends off. Next we have Main. Main was up a bit more. Still nice to see it's up 9.2%, 10 shares, $48. Yep. I think I've been buying some because I'm multi-parry. I want to keep the ball always rolling on that, and the drip is on now. So there you go. Next we have O'Reilly. O'Reilly up 14.2%. I think they had their earnings this week, and I think they missed their earnings, but that's fine. It just means it falls a bit. We buy cheaper, it goes back up. We've only bought this on a recurring investment basis, so 0.386004 shares is just from like your recurring investments. In the span of a year or so, up 14%, $64. It's moving. The $2 a day moves the needle. Trust me, it does. It's better to do that than nothing, right? JP Morgan Chase up 6%, 2.05 shares, and IAT. This one I want to buy more of too. 11 shares, down around 9%. Banking index fund. Yeah, love to see it. I'll just quickly show you guys my recurring investments here. We've got O'Reilly 2 a day, QQQ 13 a day, Rocket Lab $5 a day, SCHD $10 a day, SPY $20 per day, SPY G $7 a day, and then Target we have $2 each and every single day. Pause my Verizon. Why did I say it like that? Because I don't know. I think there is more things worth buying more. Um, Probably there's ways I can tweak this a bit to take better advantage of the current status of the portfolio, like General Mills, Home Depot, SMH for sure, IAT, like things like that. Probably should get a recurring buy on my radar. That's that view of the portfolio for now, though. It's going well. Like I said, highest I've seen at 33,000. It was nice seeing it cross that mark. All time highs probably early January, 36,000. 35,700 maybe was the peak. And I know that one day we'll get there and, of course, get past it. But for now, just same strategy, keeping like a recurring investment type of thing, or a steady schedule of investing, I should say. Looking at this view, same thing really, just like a visual view, graphical view. We have 33,000, of course, only $19 in buying power. It's such a small piece of the pie there, 0.06%. Looking at the overall portfolio, we have SPY, of course, at the top, SCHD, which together take up around a quarter of the portfolio. Nice. QQQ over there, and then finally SPY-G, the top four ETFs that I want. I want to try to really want to try to get this to 50%, if I'm being honest. That will make me happy, I think. Yeah, for sure. If we could build up maybe SPY G some more, especially while it's cheaper right now, that would be nice. QQQ for sure could take some love. But yeah, want to get those four up to 50%. Next, we have Ford on the list. Ford is down, and I know Ford will bounce back for sure. Microsoft, Rocket Lab, Realty Income, McDonald's, Costco. There's some down here that I really want higher, like JP Morgan Chase, SMH, Home Depot. Like some I care a lot about. They're just lower on the list for now. But they'll get there. I think they'll get there eventually. Um, Yeah, that's the portfolio. I don't think there's anything else to show. The lowest, oh, actually, let me sort by equity the other way. Lowest position is $478 in equity. There's two below 500. I think I said the last time I want to get those above 500, so I'll work on doing that. And yeah, I think that's everything I can and should show here. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you pretty soon, whether it's a dividend update or the Roth IRA update. I'll see you guys soon. Happy investing. Peace.